Hi, and welcome back to my film and TV channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. And we've got a film to look at today, and it's on Amazon. Yes, we're going over to Amazon today for this, and we're looking at a medieval comedy, and it's called Catherine Called Birdy. Please, if you are new to the channel, I try and inform and entertain on everything film and TV, information, vlogs, reviews, previews, etc., etc. So if you can subscribe, it'd be great to have you on board. Let us know your comments, anything you want, or you can even tag me and stuff as well. You can tag me on my Twitter account at Bernard_Dineen or at Nostalgia_Movie. But any of those accounts, if you want to put anything out there, and I'll try and give you as much support as I can. So please, and guys, if you can, leave us your comments, anything to do with film and TV. It doesn't have to be this film. And thumbs up's always appreciated to make an old film watcher very, very happy. Right, Catherine Called Birdy, Amazon at the moment, Amazon Prime. Medieval comedy film, yes. I like quirkiness, and anything medieval comedies I do enjoy, I must admit. Written and directed by Lena Dunham, based on the 1994 novel of the same name by Karen Cushman. Stars Bella Ramsey, Billy Piper, Andrew Scott, Leslie Sharp, Joe Alwyn, Sophie Okonodo, and lots of familiar faces to UK TV and film watchers. Began streaming on Prime Video on October the 7th, 2022, and all these comments and scores are as at 10th of October, 5 p.m. 2022. Right, what the Rotten Tomatoes audience are thinking of it? Well, they quite like it. 3.5 out of 5, 69% positivity. We'll take that, that's fine. Internet Movie Database, which is Joe Public, you and me, 6.4 out of 10. Nothing wrong with that. A good score. 561 people scored it between 6 and 9, and just 150 miseries scored it between 2 and 5. So it's getting a 79% positivity. And it's about, yes, it's set in medieval times. It's about a poor, she's not poor, she's quite a confident young lady. A 14-year-old girl in medieval England navigates through life, avoiding potential suitors her father has in mind. There's some good comedic scenes, obviously involving various suitors, etc. The public seem to like it. What about the critics? Well, yeah, equally impressed. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, 88% of their 95 critics who could be bothered leaving a score and a review are positive. An average rating of 7.2 out of 10. That's not too shabby. 84 fresh and just 11 rotten. So that's fine. And the consensus reads their little summing up of this this film: bringing a beloved book brilliant to life. I don't know too much about the book. I might, based on this, I could go back and read this book, or get it on audio book or something like that. Catherine Called Birdy proves a well-told coming-of-age story, say Rotten Tomatoes, can feel fresh regardless of the period set in. It is, well, it's an updated thing. On Metacritic, the other site we look at, it's got an average score of 75 out of 100. So again, very good, based on 34 critics, so plenty of critics. And it scored anywhere between 40 out of 100, which was the lowest, and 100 out of 100, which I don't believe, but it's still high. 25 positive, 8 mixed, and just 1 negative. Name and shame, name and blame, if you like. The critics by name, Kevin Mayer from the Times here in the UK, said Bella Ramsey is a dynamo and simply powers the movie along. Yeah, I don't think Bella Ramsey is the strongest of actors, but there is a big but on this. She works for this superbly and does lead it excellently. Although I wouldn't say she was the best best young actor I've seen, but she does a great job with this one, I have to admit. Wendy Eyes from The Observer here in the UK, a teen comedy with a refreshingly forthright approach to everything from puberty to the status of 13th century women as chattels to be bartered. Okay, a good quirky slant. I like this in the way that I liked, if you remember the film a few years back now, A Knight's Tale, one of my favourite films, obviously set medieval times, modernised, if you like. Because there's a good soundtrack in this as well, and there's a good soundtrack in Knight's Tale, of course. But yeah, I like that slant. I like the medieval look, the 13th century look with a modern sort of twist. Dmitry Salamov from the Chicago Reader, he wasn't overly impressed. He said, I was very aware while watching that as a 51-year-old man, oh, the poor bugger, I was not who this was made for, but it is a good message to send young girls that they can be bad and do what they want for a little while, but when the rubber hits the road, they must toe the line. Well, it must be an American thing, that, obviously, Chicago Reader. Yeah, as a 63-year-old man, just chill out, mate, and enjoy it. say it's not my demographic either, but I could get down with it. Uh, I don't even know that's the right thing to say. I was cool with it anyway, but even that's old fashioned now, isn't it? RogerRabbit.com, Marriott E. Gates said, there is surely an audience for this kind of feel good quote unquote feminism, but a book of such richness with a heroine as complex as Birdy deserves much more than this genial Ren Fair romp. A bit harsh, just lighten up a bit, Miria. I say a bit again, another one who's taking things far too serious for something quite lightweight and just entertainment for me. Variety's Peter de Brugge. The movie wouldn't have worked half as well had Dunham not discovered Ramsay, a Game of Thrones veteran soon to be on HBO's The Last of Us. The young actor has a face one might find in medieval Madonna portrait and a rowdy contemporary sensibility that makes her instantly relatable. I think she holds all the other more experienced actors together brilliantly. As I said, I don't think the finest actor that you're ever going to find, but it just works. It just works in this film. So my score, guys, just to sum up, I'm going to give this 7 out of 10, which is quite high if you know my scores. I can't get fed up of giving things 6 out of 10 at the moment or 5 out of 10, but I'm going to give this a good, solid 7 out of 10. It's just great fun. It's just great fun. Like, it's not too serious. Don't get too het up about the feminism, etc., etc. It's just a comedy. Yeah, that's all it is. The humour works really well, especially when Bella Ramsey's on the screen. As I say, some of when she's sort of looking over her suitors, etc., is quite funny, and it's just the faces as well. It's a lot of humour for me. I enjoy, facial expressions, etc. And they don't sometimes have to say anything for something to be funny, and it sort of works a lot of the time in this as well. And it's a pretty good bunch of well-known UK and Irish faces, I think, in this, and all reasonable actors. And I can't always say that about British-based comedy dramas or just dramas of any sort. We do get a bit of a mix of talent, but good bunch of actors in this. And as I said, Bella Ramsey is probably the standout, despite certain limitations. But she was just spot on for this role, for this sort of film. Let me know what you think, guys. It'd be great to hear from you anyway. Until we meet again, I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.